faster than a speeding bullet,
I ran until my muscles burned and my veins pumped battery acid.
more powerful than a locomotive.
An idea is like a virus, resilient, highly contagious.
Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's Thursday Short episode. I'm going to give a few quick announcements, and then I'm going to talk about Murph Number 40 that I just finished, which was Triple MURPH. I'll give you an update on that, and then I'll be out on this Thursday Short episode. So first, updates. Forge, our next 12-week program is coming, and it's coming fast, and it will be closed almost as soon as it comes. So we don't open our programs for very long if you aren't familiar with our training. So Forge is going to open up this coming Monday, and you have a chance to get in there. But we don't we only email it out to people who are interested or who have shown interest in the program. We're not blasting people who aren't interested in the program with emails about it. So if you are interested, the easiest way to learn more about it, we have a full video series. 3 videos. The third one comes out actually tomorrow after this episode is published on Friday. You can watch all those videos. The easiest way to do it, go to the Into 3 Fitness Facebook page or find me on Twitter, either one of those, and you will see a link for Forge. There'll be a little video, kind of like an intro video to Forge and a link, and you can sign up, grab our ebook, 17 Methods for Becoming Harder to Kill. You can watch the video series, and then, like I said, Forge opens up on Monday, and it'll be closed a few days after we open. So you have been warned. If you miss it, I'm sorry, but here's your your last chance. Also, the Barbell Giveaway is still going on for podcast listeners. So if you are interested in getting a brand new Rogue Fitness barbell delivered to your door here in a few weeks, all you have to do is go to iTunes, leave a 5-star review and a positive comment, and you are entered into the giveaway, and we'll be announcing that giveaway here on the podcast. So I'm really looking forward to finding out who that is and shipping you a barbell. It's going to be really cool. All right, that's all for the announcements. Now, Murph Number 40. So if anyone is new to the podcast or unfamiliar, I took on a challenge back in February, I believe, where I challenged the co-host, Talon, to do Murph, his first Murph ever. So he did it. And then from there, I said, you know what, I'm going to do Murph every week, every Saturday for a year, for 52 weeks. And so I just completed my 40th Murph. And if you're unfamiliar with the workout, it's run 1 mile, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, run 1 mile. And you can wear 20 pounds of body armor if you have it. And so that's the workout. Like I said, been doing it every week, every Saturday. Just finished my 40th week, about to do my 41st Murph shortly after this episode was recorded. And so 40, every 10 Murphs I've been doing something challenging, whether it be strict Murph, double Murph, which was just doing the entire workout 2 times for time. And then Murph number 30 was double weighted. So I did a 40-pound vest for that workout. And then this last one, number 40, was doing Murph 3 full times. But I didn't wear a vest on this one. I was a little frightened that I might die if I did. So I just want to talk about it because the workout actually went pretty well. Not near as bad as I thought it was going to be. It wasn't as bad as the weighted double Murph, or it wasn't as bad as the double weighted Murph. So the last 2 that I did that were extra challenging. But I think the reason it wasn't that bad was a lot of the prep work. So when you're doing a workout that you know that's going to take you around 2 hours, it is an endurance event, and you need to be very serious about prepping for these things. If anyone's taking on these Murph challenges, I never take this workout lightly. I don't just crack my knuckles and go out there. So if you're doing that, I don't recommend that you do these crazy ones that I'm doing to make it any harder. The workout is hard enough as is, but Murph alone you should be prepping for and really warming up. And so what I did, a really thorough warm up on the rower. I got really warm, like to make the workout even longer, I warmed up for a long time. I rode about 2,000 meters. I did some work on the Airdyne. I loosened up my shoulders really good with a system called crossover symmetry. I rolled out my shoulders with a lacrosse ball because I really just didn't want my shoulders to get injured. And I just over warmed up, just got really warm and ready for this workout because at the end of the day, it's 6 miles worth of running and 1,800 repetitions in calisthenics. And the pull-ups were the worst part. I got a slight tear in my hand, and that was really the worst thing that happened to me. I was pretty sore and achy for a few days after the fact, but I mean, that's to be expected. But to go with my over warm-up is I did an over cool down and over recovered. I just really wanted to make sure that the workout's not over. Like, just because you don't get injured, this is one of my big lessons when I was doing Murph. The only time I had a tweak in my back on Murph, is when I rushed to start the workout. I just started the workout, didn't really warm up, did it, and I finished. I wasn't injured right away, but the next day I kind of tweaked my back, and that was because I didn't warm up or cool down. And that's what I've focused on a lot ever since then, was thorough warm-ups and thorough cool down. So cooling down, it might seem a little bit crazy to finish that workout, but after the workout, hop back on a rower, cool down, get your heart rate back to close to normal, and then go from there. Eating a ton of food, stretching. I do a lot of mobility work. I use ROMWOD. If you're familiar with that, you can go check them out, ROMWOD.com. I do a lot of ROMWOD, a lot of mobility from Mobility WOD. You can go check them out on their YouTube. So a lot of stuff there. And I'm just, the only reason I'm going over this stuff is because I don't think that I've covered this enough when we talk about Murph, how serious I take my warm-ups and my cool-downs in preparing for this workout, because really I haven't had any major injuries other than, like, of course, after Triple Murph, like, if you want to hear, kind of the backstory of the workout, yeah, it was awful. 300 pull-ups is very difficult to do. My arms were very sore. It was a complete mind game the entire time. I mean, if you just think about it, it's not a race. You have to pace yourself, and it's more mentally challenging than anything else because it's the most monotonous workout on the planet when you're just doing 5, 10, 15 and breaking it up, and you can really get inside your head. So yes, it was another huge mental push, and that's the whole point of doing all of these workouts, this workout challenge. But like I said, I know a lot of people are emailing me now. They're in on the Murph challenges. I think it's great. You gotta be safe out there. You gotta make sure that you're not getting injured and be serious about the workouts. Like I said, don't just crack your knuckles and walk up to it. And maybe that's a good piece of advice for any workout that you're doing. All right, so that's all I really had. I wanted to update you on Triple Murph. It was crazy. I don't recommend it, and it was a huge mind game, but I'm better for it. And I do want to challenge you, if you haven't already, go out and do some version of Murph. I don't care if you're doing a quarter of the repetitions and a quarter of the running, and you're doing assisted pull-ups and push-ups on your knees and quarter squats. This is not a competition. This is just doing something that pushes you. So find something that you think would push you. Go out there and do it. And, I know a lot of you already are. So if you are, awesome. Glad to have you on this Murph journey with me. Got about 12 more left. And so if anyone wants to join me before then, let me know. But until then, go out there, push yourself, do tough stuff, get better.
your best. Losers always whine about their best.